Hello, hello. Oh, I need to do this. And now that should be all correct. And now my screen has gone funky. There we go. Okay, technical issues aside. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a public lesson with Friday. How are we doing? How are you doing, Friday?
I'm fine.
Yeah. Good.
I think not I think I kind of destroyed a thing in the kitchen that is meant the thing that is pulling away the vapor when you cook.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I myself am
Okay.
fine.
Okay, that's a situation. The air extractor. You should try to fix that because that can be. You could have your smoke alarms going set off. That could be a whole issue for you. Okay. You'll have to
Yeah.
recap me because it's been a while since our last lesson. Where are we? Where are we at right now? What have I been going through with you? What did I leave you with last time?
Uh,
Yeah, recap
I
me.
think we just talked a little bit about where we might want to go, and
Mhm.
a little bit about like do I drink enough, things like that.
Okay. It was just like
Um,
a basic
and
lesson scenario. Okay. Okay.
yeah,
That.
and then I
Um.
sent a whole bunch of
Mhm.
thoughts
Mhm.
about where I might to want to go with the target,
Yep.
and that got way too much,
No,
and
it's okay. That's okay. It's
then I
the
deleted
more
most of
detail,
that
the
again,
better.
and yeah,
No,
I
it's all
mean
good.
it was just going back and forth with myself. Do I want to go this way or that way? And
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know.
And you'll be able to like develop
There
on those
is,
ideas as you go. Nothing has to be set in stone.
yeah. I mean, I just left the final thing that I settled on at the end there in our
Mhm.
chat. So if we ever need it, there will be the
Yeah.
samples to listen to.
Yeah. Yep. No problem. No problem at all. Okay, that's super helpful. Thank you. All right. Let's do. We would have done warm ups and softies last time. Yeah. You feeling confident and familiar with lip trills?
Yes, you explained the softies and the
Yep.
warmer things to me.
Okay.
Yes,
All right. Well, let's do a lip trill if you want to follow my lead.
and yes, okay.
Good. Make sure you're
Oops,
keeping the
didn't
lip trill
trail
going.
in
Yeah.
the end.
Mhm. It's okay.
Yeah,
Good.
uh,
Try to keep that control there. Yeah.
I am having trouble doing the lip trill for
Mhm.
that long for some reason. I don't know.
Okay. Try
I
to slow
didn't
it down a
really
little bit.
do this.
Go on, sorry. Go ahead.
I didn't really do um, the this specific thing when I did it for my own, and I
Okay,
think
that's okay.
maybe something is different because of that. Because I just did like a little mini melody and then
Mhm.
transposed that up and down, and basically very slowly went to my lower border and then to my upper border and then back down.
Mhm.
Um, so I don't
So you
know.
moved around a bit of
I'm
a
not.
different pattern.
Didn't practice this, so therefore I'm not good at
That's
it.
okay.
Probably. I
That's
don't
okay.
know.
We'll just take your time with it. And it sounds like there's maybe a little bit of extra pressure going in somewhere. Or maybe where like blowing a little bit too much towards the end. So try to just keep that level of control. And and you should be fine. I imagine by the end of it, you'll have a grasp of it anyway, because you seem to be mostly fine. You're just losing it towards the end. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. A little bit of loss of phonation towards the higher pitch there, so watch out for that. Try to just stay relaxed as you're going to those higher
Yeah.
pitches, and you should be fine. It sounds like your lip trills are having quite an explosive start as well. Try to relax that a little bit. So we don't necessarily need... Where was that, like, blur of sound? We just want it nice and relaxed. Just like the same amount of like pressures as when we're talking. Like the air output's the same as when we're talking. Everything's just as relaxed. It's just you're doing it with your lips just slightly closed. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm already doing the thing with the fingers at the sides of the mouth to stabilize it, because I can't for the life of me do it with little enough air usage when I don't do that. So I don't know.
That's okay. That's okay. The cheeks is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. So absolutely use that. And yeah, just take your time with it, and you'll be fine. Very explosive there. Just like talking, remember? So there's no like build up sort of thing. You need to skip that. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Definitely too airy, but you'll gain back control over time.
I don't know.
It's sounding like we're either...
Did it
Okay.
to the top one.
Do you feel like there is some discomfort at that top end? Just so I can identify the exact issue.
I think it's more that I'm scared to, because I have, if I push too hard in the past, then it hurt.
Yes.
So
yes,
I'm
we want definitely avoid
erring
that.
on the side of don't make the sound, rather than maybe make a sound that I'm not ready for, or something like that.
Sure.
That I'm not, doesn't work. I don't know.
When we're getting to those higher notes, does it sound
we can
like...
try to. I can maybe, if I do what I did on my own and go to the edge of where I can go with that, and then you can see, maybe gauge from that where we are at with the like. Okay.
Go ahead. I'll have a listen.
This is. I think it's the beginning of Over the Misty Mountains, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, getting to the same spot there then. Try that one again.
Yeah.
Just see
So,
if we can get a bit higher. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Try again. Go one more, just so I can hear it happen.
I'm
That's good. Okay. Okay, so it sounds like what's happening is as you're moving into M2, that's where you're having some struggle. It's basically where you're going, we're then looking to switch, and then we're ending up in that M2, that sort of falsetto sound, that kind of light and airy
Yeah,
sound.
yeah.
That's what it sounds like you're struggling
I mean-
to get into.
I know
say?
that I can go further if I put more pressure behind it, but
Yeah, we don't
I'm
want
not
that.
sure whether I will call it quits early enough before I then go so high that with the pressure behind it, it's not good anymore.
Yeah, so instead of either calling
And
it
it's
quits
also
before we
difficult
get
to do it
oh, go on.
at the same time at the lip trails. It's also kind of difficult to do it at the same time at the lip trails, I feel like.
Yeah, so instead of having this situation where we're either stopping as we would get to pressure or we are using pressure to get there, I want to take pressure out of the equation. So that instead we're doing the complete opposite and we're backing off and using less pressure as we get to those higher notes. Think of those as like made of glass. Like if you put too much pressure, they'll shatter. Whereas like lower pitches, they're made of like steel. You can do what you want and throw them around. So as a little way to practice this, what I want you to try doing is instead of going upwards, we're going to try and go from a nice and high note, or we're going to try and slide down, okay? And what I want you to do when you do this is it's going to be kind of like a sigh, not quite as airy as a sigh, but like a sigh, where we'll do it almost like in a cartoonish way, where we'll allow our whole body to just like melt and relax as we do it. Because by really like leaning into that and kind of being a bit silly with it, we'll encourage everything, including our vocal tract, to relax as we go through. So I want a really big okay? And just like relax as you do it. Relax. There you go. Do that again. So you can bring it all the way down. Okay, not bad, not bad. We can definitely stretch out that bottom bit a little bit before having to enter into a fry. Now, we'll practice that a few times first before we polish it up a bit. So try that one again. Get a really full slide, okay? I want the entirety of your bottom end as well as being that top end. We're ending up in fry a bit too soon there. I want a full... Give me those low notes. Because we need to stretch every direction. You can try slowing it down a bit, that might help you. Okay. Alright, now let's try to take some of that breathiness away. If I just give a simple instruction of, can you try and do the same thing, but removing some of that breathiness, let's just see what you do just based off that instruction on its own. So right now you're going... I can't even get through it without running out of breath. So let's try and conserve a bit more of our air. So I don't mind a little bit of breathiness, but not like this excessive amount we've got going right now. And we'll push from there. There you go. Okay, better at that bottom end. Still a little bit excessive with that air, but that was definitely better.
Yeah,
Let's
I
have a
know.
little
In
go.
the beginning, definitely,
Yeah, definitely.
there was definitely a lot of air in the beginning.
Let's
I'm
okay, we're
also
gonna
maybe
bounce
jumping
around.
a bit quickly through the low end because I'm not. I don't think I actually use the bottom end of the voice where it has to be heavy in everyday life.
Yes, we need to be
So
just when we're doing warm-ups and stuff, we need to warm up our full range, including that bottom end. Not that we have to use that in daily life. I mean, we don't use our M2 in daily life. But when we're doing warm-ups, definitely need to be getting the whole load of it warmed up. Because it's just warming the
I mean, I
muscles
don't
up.
use the M2 either. I think, but I don't use the M2 either. Otherwise, I would be better with it probably. But
Yeah, that's okay. It's just for when we're
Yeah.
warming up. And then there'll be certain individual exercises where we use it.
Yeah.
But generally, that's fine. Okay. What I want us to do
okay,
is, and we're going to approach this in a few different ways just to see what sticks for you best. Okay. So what I'm going to start off with is let's have a little practice of breathiness to help you have better control of it when you then go to turn it off in that side we've just done. Okay. So what you're going to do is you've been having crazy Discord troubles. Why don't you tell me about what that was and how you fixed it? And when you're going to start off, I'm going to interrupt you part way. You're going to start off being as breathy as you can be, okay? Really expel that air. I want you to, like, if you're not using up an entire breath, like almost every sentence, then you need to go breathier, okay? Like, I want it really, really breathy like this. We're having to, like, re-breathe again to get
okay.
air. Yeah.
Okay, so I last time that I think it was last time that I tried to listen into one of the public lessons, or at least sometime in between our first lesson and this lesson. I discovered that for some reason I could not access new Discord messages without using mobile data in
Pause you
our
there.
home.
I'll pause you real quick. That's sounding really good. What I now want you to do is carry on with what you were saying, but you're going to go back and forth. So you're going to have super breathy like you just were. It was really good. And then you're going to completely turn it off and be not breathy at all. And then turn it back again and just back and forth every couple of sentences. Okay?
Okay, yeah, I noticed that that these messages were not. I couldn't read new messages unless I used mobile data.
Yeah, weird.
But I was still, for some reason, getting notifications from new messages coming in. And then we discovered that if I was already in the voice call, then I could also read the chat that was connected to it.
Okay. Yeah.
But I could not write in it, send messages in it until unless I went to mobile data again.
Weird.
And basically, I had the suspicion that in our firewall there was something that forbade my phone or anything in the network from sending things to Discord.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But not the other way around. And I asked my dad about it, and he said he didn't do anything, but he then found something.
Did it just happen as like part of an update or
and
something?
then I don't know why it happened.
Mm-hmm.
He he was a little bit like, why isn't it standardized what people use for meetings? Because there
Yeah,
are so
yeah,
many
yeah.
different things.
Mm-hmm.
But for like whatever, he fixed it and now it works again.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Did
And
you just
that
do like
wasn't
a
quite as breathy as, but
That's okay. I
yeah.
think you were doing a good job of back and forthing. Your breathiers could be a bit breathier, but they were not bad. They were not bad. Okay, now what I want you to do, now you've got that level of control, and you've been able to go from breathy intentionally and to not breathy intentionally, let's go for another one of those sighs, but intentionally not breathy. Okay? So use that same control that you were just using now. If you find yourself struggling, try doing a breathy one and then doing a non-breathy one to like repeat what we've just done or like recreate it. Yeah?
Okay.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Really good. Really, really good. Okay, can we do one starting from higher?
Okay, no,
Okay,
it
still
was
pretty breathy to
breathy in the
start.
beginning.
Yeah, but you polished up the rest of it. See if you can try that again.
Let me drink a
Yep, take your time.
sip.
That's okay. There's another thing to try, real quick, so it might help you here. Can you say butter like an English person says butter, where we like skip our T's, like I'm doing it, butter, but like silent T thing.
Butter.
Butter. Yeah, perfect.
Butter.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
the glottal stop.
Yep. Yes. Perfect. Exactly. Yes. I got to stop. Okay. Now, if I break down butter, can you tell how there's kind of yes, there's the glottal stop, but there's also a sort of like an onset from the glottal stop with the second half of butter. Can you tell what I mean by that as you do it, or can you experience that?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing as the T, just that it's produced in a different place. It's a real
the same-
consonant. Some languages have it as a real consonant.
Yeah. So what
Yes.
I'm saying is we don't just have that stop, we also have an onset from the stop. So we have a but. Yeah. Can you?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give me? So if I remove the initial but from butter, and we just have that ter.
Say.
Give me that.
Uh.
Both of those. Okay. Can you say like in butter for as you're starting? So starting from that glottal stop for your slide.
Okay.
So that tippity top note.
Oh, that wasn't up
Nice
there.
and high. Not quite. Almost. Okay, you're doing some interesting
I don't know. It
things there.
felt. I don't think that is right.
Pardon?
It's forceful somehow. It's forceful somehow, I think.
Yes, you need to back off on the air. That'll help you. And then backing off the air will probably fix most of it. There's some false hold stuff coming in there as well, but I'm not decided yet if I want to address that yet, because it will probably go away on its own when there's less air to deal with. So let's try that again.
Can I maybe try to
You could try
like-
climbing up if you want in steps.
go up with it? Because I think I may be able to.
Yeah.
No,
That's
it's
where that
still
air's coming
breathy.
in. So as glottal stops, how about glottal stop as you start? Okay, do you hear what's happening there? Where you're having bursts of air instead of having your glottal stop. You've replaced it with air. So, reminder of what a glottal stop actually is. Your vocal folds, they do the whole vibrating, and that's how you make sound. When we have a glottal stop, they're doing all of that, and then they literally, the glottal stop is your glottis going stop. So your vocal folds, they just stop in a closed position.
Yeah.
And so the air immediately has
Yeah.
that block, and so the sound just stops immediately. And that's what you hear is that
Yeah,
violent
I
stop.
mean-
It is literally your vocal folds doing that. So if we have that glottal stop as your onset, that means it can't go breathy because we're starting from that stopped position. So there is no way for it to be breathy. Does that make sense? We have full closure.
Yeah, I mean I find it weird myself that I don't like. I think there must be something about how I get into the falsetto, because doing a glottal stop at the beginning before a vowel where there is no other consonant before it is normal for me as a German. That is just
Yeah.
how you start words that don't have a consonant written in front of them.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Um,
cool. That's helpful.
So I really, I find it weird that I apparently can't do it.
Can you give me an
when
example
I'm
of one
supposed
of
to
those
do
words,
it.
just so I can hear that it is
But-
the right thing? Please.
Like
Just 'cause I don't know German.
Es ist ein Haus. It is a house. Like it's not like
Okay,
I
it's
will
not
if I
quite a glottal
separate
onset, but
then of course, but it's still, if I speak clearly, es ist ein Haus, I still
Okay, I see what you mean.
Do it, I
It's not quite, but it's close. It's close. I certainly hear what you're referring to, and it's good enough. I feel like you could be breathy through that if you wanted to. But yeah, I understand what you're doing there. Okay, let's try some proper glottal strikes then, to put this in a more formalized context. So we had that or we had that as in like but. Now what I want us to do is add a glot. So we have that glottal stop onset. I still need to find a proper name for that. I don't think it has a proper name because it's like not really a true onset. So having that stopped onset, now I want to add a glottal stop at the end of it. So it's like sandwiched with glottal stops. Does that make sense? And that's called a glottal strike. Does that make sense? And that's called a
yeah.
glottal strike. Ooh, I am getting super echo. from you. Ooh, I am getting.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yep.
I
I think you just fixed it.
tried to connect the charging cable, and I
Okay.
did so, but my computer, this laptop has a weird thing where it goes to full volume if I
Oh, okay.
connect
Sure.
the cable, and so I guess something came back from that. I just regulated it down again now.
Okay, but you're fine. You've plugged in and everything.
Yeah.
Like you managed. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so what I want to do is we're going to make that sound. It's that sound which your glottal stops. It'll sound like this. Yeah. Couple more. So do like 3 or 4, just to get a hang of it, and then do a big extended one, still with the glottal stops of either side. Okay.
Uh,
Nice, nice. Can we have a bit more of a glottal stop at the start of that extended one? A bit more of, like a striking sound. That's it. Okay, again. Okay, that's really good. That's really good. Okay, I like that. Okay, so what I want you to try to do is go for your glottal strikes. So, and then from there, immediately afterwards, trying to maintain that same vibe. Like you can kind of hear like something's happening in my voice there. Try to maintain that same sound and that same strength as you then go through your slide. Okay. Okay. Also, hi Lexi.
Oh.
I've seen your message and I will reply to it. Sorry, I'm so late on it.
Okay, it wasn't
Okay.
in falsetto.
Wasn't quite high enough. Didn't quite have that same strength of voice as well that the glottal strikes had. So try to transfer one into the other. Yeah. Better. Still needs to be quite a bit higher.
I think.
Make sure we include that extended glottal strike as well. So the or
Okay. I just try to maybe so that
it's almost like you're doing another one.
I'll try to do the glottal strikes higher already. Maybe that helps to get into.
Yeah, give it a go.
then.
Give it a go. Okay, little bit better there.
I don't know if that
quite a lot better. It was still quite breathy at the start. You do also, when you go to your highest pitches, you do, interestingly, do some OPC, which you might not know about that. That's one of the last things I'll teach you. Just interesting to hear that you do that. I'll make a note of that when you're doing your next one. Okay, let's try that again. Really focus on, when you do the slide, it should feel like you're just doing another glottal strike, okay? Or that should be what you're attempting to do. Another glottal strike, but this one it's locked, really stretched out, and you're doing a whole pitch slide during it. Okay? So it's just one more of a chain.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Sounds
Try
so
again.
painful,
That's okay.
even though it isn't.
Oh, sounds okay. Yeah. Yes, it will. So there is a sound of effort, and I'm gonna polish it up as we go. I'm just using this to help you fix that breathiness issue, and then we're gonna tidy it up a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
I mean, my slide sounded painful. I felt like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just sounds like the sound of effort. That's okay. Try again. Okay, try that one again. We didn't get quite to the same pitch height. It was also a bit breathy, but it was significantly better. It was getting towards a breathiness where I'd be happy with it. If we can just bring that up by another few notes, then I think we'll be getting somewhere. Careful of that. Careful of that. All of that air. All of that air I need you to back off on. You're kind of doing the same thing as you're doing in the lip trills. like at the start of your lip trills, where you're going like you got all of that air coming through. I'm wanting like same amount of air that goes through when you're talking. So is the same as yeah.
Uh, 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 uh,
Okay, way better. If we can bring that up in pitch, then I'm happy. Let's see what pitch actually is. That's better. Although
Yeah,
not
it
very
actually
relaxed, but
feels a bit weird.
why isn't this working? Why isn't this recording my pitch? This wants to be on B2, and then it should record my pitch properly. Okay, just so I can give you the actual pitch that I'm doing, so you have more of a read on what's happening. Okay, is this now?
Yeah, I know that I don't really get it very high. The problem is, I don't know. I think I have not like
Yeah.
I have kind of forgotten how to do falsetto without being super breathy, something like that.
That's okay. That's okay. We'll work on it.
Although part of M1 feels, if this breathiness is really only in falsetto, then part of M1 already feels kind of falsetto-y to me. But I wasn't sure if it was just the upper end of falsetto that was like that.
Yeah, so a few of those we were just getting
That's
into like a very high-pitched M1, where I would normally have expected us to already have switched even at the pitch you were at. But I'm having you go to that high pitch because like you will be in M2 for that high pitch. Like if we're in like the note I'm going for is
could actually come from,
which is like a C-sharp 5. If we're in fifth octave, then we should be fine. Good. Can you do that again? And again?
That's a little bit breathy. Surely,
It's a little bit breathy, but it's not super breathy. Okay, can we do a slide going from there, please? Okay.
I think I used that my too early.
Significantly less breathy than it was before. I'd like you to still work on that in homework, but that's much better. Can you give me one more? Doing your best to remove as much breathiness as you can. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Now what I'm going to do is you're going to do one more, but once you get to the bottom, take a breath if you need to, depending on how much breath you used up during that. And then can you do the same thing in reverse? So from where you are, reverse that back to where you started. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
Nice. Okay. What you just did there was what you were struggling to do in the lip trill. You just did a slide up. That doing it in reverse, that's just sliding up. But when you think about it as doing it in reverse, you don't think about going into a high pitch. You're just doing what you just did, but reverse. So it helps you to stay relaxed.
That is also the thing. I think there was slightly more. Like, I don't know if it's the right word, but I feel like there was this decisive bit of more pressure behind the voice. I don't know if that's the perceptual weight,
That's okay.
that it was way too little perceptual weight, and that was what made it breathy, or
So I don't think it's so weight isn't really a relevant factor for what we're doing here. But what you're perceiving is a lack of proper closure. So those
something,
glottal stops.
some tension.
Okay. Can you describe more about the tension, please?
There's some tension
I'm
that
pretty
was
sure I know what it
missing
is, but-
before.
Wait. To make sure I understand,
I feel
you're
like
saying that there's now a tension that there wasn't before.
yes.
Okay. Could you describe where the tension was, roughly speaking? Like, for example, is it like down here somewhere? Or maybe
I've-
higher up?
I'm really bad at locating this. It feels like it's very much.
Or in the middle?
I think it's around the height of where the bump also is.
And is it above the bump?
Um,
In line with the bump?
I'm
below
pretty
the
sure that it's the normal vocal folds.
Okay.
Um,
When you
But
do
I
your
mean,
glottal strikes,
it makes sense. If breathiness is that it isn't fully closed, that's kind of. That's kind
when
of
you
like
do your glottal
not
strikes, do you
enough
feel the same
tension to
sensation?
close it completely. Maybe. I think maybe.
Try
Could
doing
be.
an
I'm
extended
not
one,
entirely sure.
just so you can feel it for longer.
I mean, in between the things. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So it might be, although I'm not certain, it might be that you're experiencing just proper closure at those high pitches, which is something you're not potentially used to. But I want you to keep an eye on that sensation. Is it just something that you notice, or is there discomfort associated with it?
It is something, just something that I noticed. There was some
Yeah,
discomfort in between when I didn't get it right yet, and I was this probably with the false vocal folds involved and things like that. I mean, I think I read that you can use the false vocal folds at pressures that the normal vocal folds aren't made for, so there is a risk
Don't worry
if
about
you're
that stuff.
using the false vocal folds on the normal vocal folds at the same time that you heard your normal vocal folds. But
Yeah. Yeah, so essentially
yeah, I
what
don't know, it
often
felt rough.
happens... Ooh, hello?
Yes,
Am I still connected?
I hear you.
Hello. Okay, my screen just freaked out. Okay, it seems fine.
Okay.
Everything seems fine. Yeah, so one thing that can happen is when your vocal folds fail to properly phonate, which is what's happening during those when you're accidentally going super breathy, that's happening. And what often happens when you're accidentally doing that is your false vocal folds will try to come in and it's like they're trying to help out. The problem is they're shit at it. They're your false vocal folds. And so they do a bad job, which usually gives you that sort of strained sound. Like if we're making a sound kind of like this is me using my false vocal folds and not having proper closure in my true vocal folds. So we get this really raspy sound. And that can be very, very tiring on your false folds because they're not built for that. And can be quite discomforting over time. And especially when you're at really high air pressures like you were, I could see some discomfort coming in there. So that kind of discomfort, false fold discomfort, would be a bit higher up. Whereas if it was true folds, it'd be a bit lower down. You could have discomfort with both in your specific case because you've got all of that air pressure and it's kind of everything's going to be feeling a bit rough there. Okay, and to answer Lexi's question, we were just helping Friday with the higher pitches there because we were struggling to get through a warm-up without Friday's voice going out, without phonation going out. So, can we have one more of those where we go from the higher pitch, we slide it down, and then we try to go back in reverse, like we did just a moment ago.
Okay. Wait.
Nice and gentle.
No.
Ideally, I want you breathing out less as well. That's a lot of air. Okay. We'll pause you there. Because I don't want to... This can tire you out pretty quickly. Let's just have a little go. We're going to go back all the way back to the lip trills, okay? And we're just going to slide up and see where we get to, okay? Because you're very much warmed up already. But I want to see where that gets to, because I want to tidy these up as much as we can.
Okay.
That's just getting to about a C sharp 5. Nice. That's sounding good. I can hear the phonation struggling just a little bit, but that's sounding pretty good. Can we get a little bit higher? Try again. Remember, relax as you get to those higher pitches. Okay, not too bad. That's getting a little bit too high. So, okay, we're going to do one more, where we'll go back to that C sharp 5. And we're just going to do one of those up and down, okay?
Can I actually maybe do it without the lip trill again? I feel like that's easier.
It's, okay, we don't have as much protection when we do that. The lip trills will help you. Let's try, just to see how you do with it. Another type of softy we can do is the one nostril blocked. So we're basically going to be humming, but with a single nostril blocked. And that nostril block is what's giving us our, because obviously you have 2 holes, so that's giving us our semi-occlusion.
Yeah.
The nostril has to be blocked here, that's really important.
I got very breathy again.
Yeah, very, very breathy. And that's really demonstrating what our problem is we're running into.
No, I can't do it without the breathiness.
Yeah. Okay, tell you what, you have a practice with that, because I was going to try and hold it, but I have to go to the toilet. I'll be right back. Have a little practice with those. Really try to keep that closure and reduce the air going through. Like, where we were practicing and playing with turning breathiness on and off, and where we were practicing those glottal strikes, basically both of those things are going to need to come together to produce the correct result for you here. Okay? So have a little play with those while I just pop to the toilet.
Yeah, I think I'll go and get some more water too.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
Because
okay, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
See you on a sec.
Okay.
Okay, hello. Friday is still away. I will take this opportunity to answer Lexie's question that she asked me a month ago, and I have been absolutely terrible. Yeah, sorry, Lexie, for not replying to your DM. You're asking about. I did remember. I specifically read it and then marked it as unread so I could keep the notification. I've been like meaning to get to you, and I just haven't been able to. My life has been insane. You're asking about what's, in my experience, been the best way to teach weight exercises, and like what exercise I use. And I use one that's similar to the Synguistics one, but it's a bit extended. So where in Synguistics, they do the starting from a high pitch and sliding down, kind of like what we're doing just now. The and then trying to end it with a sound like that, where it's nice and light and gentle. I prefer to add something to the start of that, where we start at a much lower pitch with a heavier weight, so you have those two contrasting sounds. So the I ran out of breath. I should take a big breath first. Students sometimes have the issue of like forgetting to take a big breath because that's a long time to be breathing. So you need to be like, reminding them to take a big breath first. Sometimes you can get them to just take a breath at the top and make sure they start again from the top as they slide down, like breaking it in two. But it gives them that before and after. And then you can use that to help them like zero in on the weight itself and actually listen to the variable rather than just doing a drill, not really knowing what's happening. And then starting from that lower pitch can also help you with that breathiness issue that you're talking about there. So yeah, hopefully that helps. By all means, ask more questions about that. Okay, back to Friday. Oh yes, breathiness. Yeah, I think part of this is going to have to be like something that you practice a whole bunch. But what I mainly want you practicing and leaning in on is using like. Excuse me. You're going to be using the breathiness practice to gain that intentional control of breathiness, so that like when you're going into something, you already have that level of control. And then I also want you practicing your glottal strikes and trying to communicate and bring those into stuff. And the way you do that is by doing your glottal strikes. So, you have to have that extended one because that helps you to transfer that into other stuff. And then from there, almost as if you're just doing another glottal strike, you go into your pitch stuff. You're just going to try to transfer that as much as possible. Let's go back to the lip trills once more. Because I want to see how you do it, because you're doing better with those. So we're going to go up to, we'll just do a C sharp 5, and then like a full of that. So going as low as you can afterwards.
I can't
Almost.
hold it, I think. Too much air was used up or something. Yeah, no. Or I didn't breathe enough.
I think you can. That was just the lip trill messing up. That wasn't the rest of it. You did really well on the phonation side of things.
Oh, yes, okay.
Try that one again. That was a separate thing that went wrong there. Okay, try again. You need to be using less air, because what I'm hearing happening is we have that explosive start, yeah, that, and because what I think is happening is because you're having so much output, you're compensating by increasing your like tension on your lips. Hence, you have that explosive start because you're having more tension on your lips. You're able to build pressure. Then, as you continue, for whatever reason, either your air output increases or this starts to relax again. But you then I think you start relaxing on the lips for whatever particular reason, and that's where it starts to give out. What we need to be doing is reducing that air pressure initially, so we don't have to be as like intense with our lips. Because I imagine, I mean, maybe you can feel the difference. I'm not sure. Can you feel that like your lips are like actively like participating a lot as opposed to just kind of being blown around?
Probably. I mean, I definitely feel that it's difficult to do, like I can't really do it without the fingers helping. So maybe that's because I'm using too much air.
Fingers, by the way, to be super clear. Where are your fingers positioned? Just to check. They should be like in the middle of your cheeks. So like not like getting close to those.
They are more like very much in the corners of my mouth, maybe a little bit above. They're almost
fine.
like
They're probably
holding
not
the
too
upper
far
lip
there.
on the teeth or something like that.
Oh, you mean like here?
At least, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Move them back a little bit, because they're going to be. That could be part of what's throwing you off, because that's going to mess with your lips being able to like move properly. Try a bit further back into the cheeks. Okay. Sorry. So like, you know how your cheeks end up like puffing out a little bit? They're just like pushing back in a bit.
Yeah.
Not all the way, just like a little bit. Have another go. Okay, that was significantly better. We still lost it a bit at the end, but that was a lot better. I think practice all of these things. So I want your main thing. That, by the way, that higher pitch was much, much better. Did that feel like there was something different there, or did you just happen to do a better one?
It still felt
like
rough.
the C sharp.
It's not
still
the good tension thing that was when it was right before.
Okay, it sounded a bit better, but if you're like, the body knows. If the body's saying uncomfortable, then it's not quite right yet. So yeah, I want you to kind of practice all of these things we've gone over today. One of your goals is to be able to, and it should feel very relaxed to do, a very easy. And you should be able to like let your body, like, I can feel my body relaxing as I do that, and really lean into that like full body experience of your body just going like as you're doing it. Okay, because that will encourage your vocal folds to do the same. If it's a full body experience, then your vocal folds are part of your body, so you get to lean on that. So nice and relaxed doing that, and then you just add on doing the same thing in reverse, and that means immediately you've got going up as well as going down. Then from there, you're going to be trying to translate that into your lip trills. If you can get yourself to a steady C-sharp 5 range where the whole lip trill's totally fine, that'd be good. Ideally, it'd be nice if we could get to like... If we get all the way to like a G5, that'd be pretty good. I'd be solidly happy with that. But I don't necessarily expect it for next lesson. But if you can do it,
oops,
it's a
sorry.
nice goal. There you find Dory. Yeah.
Wait.
And then,
This is.
sorry, go on.
Wait, no,
G5
this
is like-
this is 4.
G5 is... Oh, I can do it for everyone else. I can't do it for you. Oh, wait. I can do... It's like a G5. I don't need your big slide to be that.
I was searching it. I have this piano app.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah,
that I like.
What you can
I don't
use
know.
it's quite
Can you
useful
hear that?
Is yeah. That sounds correct. Pitchreader.com is really useful.
Yeah.
And you can just do it through your browser. And pitchreader.com allows you to play notes as well as just a single tone. So by all means have a play with that if you want to. Yeah, have a play with all of that stuff we've talked about, and you're basically going to be using vocal strikes and gaining intentional control of breathiness as your tools to teach you to fix this. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Any questions?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's just going to take practice.
Yeah. So this is like the preparation
Yeah, basically we need
for
to have
the
a really,
other stuff. Yeah.
Yes. But we need to be
Yeah.
able to do our warm-ups nicely, to be able to approach other things safely. And when we move into weight stuff, we're going to be using a little bit of this just as a teaching method. So when I move into weight, the way I teach weight is there's a link. You'll probably know this already. There's a link between weight and pitch in that it's easier to get to higher pitches at a lighter weight, and it's necessary to have a heavier weight to go to the lowest pitches. So we can take advantage of that. When I go to teach you to get to a lighter weight, we're going to be doing a pitch slide, going up. So, to help you to lighten your weight without necessarily
I can see how
doing anything intentional. So we need to have our slides nice in preparation for that.
Yeah, it will be necessary for the falsetto to work properly in order for the rule that it is easier to make high pitches at low weight to even apply, because I remember that like in M1 the highest pitches don't really work easily at low. Well, I don't know if it's low weight or just low pressure. Maybe it's the same pressure thing that maybe.
If you try to
it is low weight but high pressure in other ways.
So what's happening there is if you try to take your M1 beyond what would be its typical range, and you try to go into like the M2 range but staying in M1, then you have a different situation where you do require more closure and typically a bit of a heavier weight, so that you can actually get to those pitches.
Yeah. You kind of counteract what I was
Yeah.
taught to do in order to
Yeah, so basically it's specifically for belting.
get by without falsetto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would generally say all of that stuff
Yeah.
we're going to be avoiding in all of what we're doing. So we're not going to be using anything with belting. Moving in that direction is only going to make things more difficult. That's a specific technique though that's only used in one part of singing. In everything else, that's not a thing that applies. Like to do belting, you're going against what is typical for your voice and what your voice wants to do. But if you've specifically trained to only go to high pitch by belting, then that could be why you're experiencing issues. Because you're right, you'll be having to undo everything you've been taught.
Although, I mean, I can with lightweight and apparently without actually going into falsetto. I feel like the warm-ups did work if I did them longer. Like what I did took longer than what you did with other people, what I remember from that, and what we just tried, but I failed to do.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. It's so long as we're getting to those high enough pitches.
Yeah, it's just a few times transpose all the way down, transpose all the way up, transpose all the way down, transpose all the way up, and at some point I started to notice like things loosening up and me needing to clear my throat because slime was there, and then at some point it just was gone, and then I was warmed up too, but yeah. I mean, I don't know if we need to go into falsetto in order to do the other thing. It's probably good to be able to do it.
Yeah, I want, the point of this is, I want your usage of your voice to be in a nice and safe manner. And I want it to be nice and efficient. So when we move into other stuff, and I also want things to be like isolated a little bit more. So like, I don't want us accidentally going breathy, because then when we're doing other stuff, you might also go accidentally breathy, and it might make things more difficult, and it might confuse you when you're trying to do that particular thing. I want to get as many like conflations to be unpicked as possible, so whenever you're doing a thing, you're doing it because you meant to do it. Nothing's happening accidentally. Yeah?
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So yeah, just practice what we've gone
Okay.
over today. And yeah, we'll check in on that next lesson.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Alrighty, so in terms of your next lesson, obviously I didn't bring anything up for today because you had delays and stuff. But for next lesson, have you seen the update in terms of Trans Network is upping prices a little bit? Ooh, I know, spooky.
Yes.
So for you, that would
Where
be
do I need
from your
to-
following lesson. In terms of making the payment,
From
I'll
the
send you the
lesson that
details of
is-
that.
Okay.
So for this lesson, it stays free.
So,
It's for next
yeah.
lesson it'll apply. Yeah. When am I booking you
Yeah.
for next lesson? Are we doing the usual 2 weeks' time? So that'd be the 20th.
Yeah, I mean, if something comes up,
Yeah.
I will notify you, but so far it looks as though there are definitely no lectures that I plan to go to in
Mhm.
that time, but there might, there are always these little group thingies where
Okay.
stuff is like I don't know how to call them, but
Like stuff pops
whatever,
up,
they
basically.
usually have multiple different time slots where you could do them, so
I
I
understand.
can probably avoid putting them into our time slot.
Sure. If you do
Um,
need to cancel or
yeah.
postpone and rearrange, if you can let me know at least 24 hours in advance, and then we can totally rearrange it and it's
Mhm.
not going to be a problem. Okay? So if you
Okay.
let me know like over the weekend or something before, then that'll be fine. Alrighty. Fab, we'll have a wonderful couple of weeks. Get lots of practice in because it's going to take quite a bit of practice for you. And yeah, I'll see you soon. See you in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'll throw you down into the
Thank you.
audience, and I'll take questions from the audience. Okay, so speaking of appointments, still fully booked? No, I'm going to be opening up real soon. I need to get somebody set up properly because I've been waiting for a bit. I need to get your group lessons started because I know they've been delayed by just a ridiculous amount of time. That's totally unacceptable. So I need to get that set up for you guys, and then I'll open things back up. I'll try to get that group chat set up today. I'll try to get the group lessons, at least make a ticket for you guys today. That's my one job for today. I have to get that done. Yeah. Any other questions from the audience members? Also, hello, Mihoki. Sorry I didn't respond to you when you jumped in chat. Also, Stream Elements is saying things in my YouTube chat. How's that possible? I got rid of that. I don't know how it's happening. Okay, I'll have to play with that. Yeah, questions from the audience. If Lixie wanted me to go over more about weight stuff. In fact, here's what we're going to do, because I, again, need the toilet. That's what happens when you have, like, over a litre of water in less than an hour. Okay, head over, everybody, to the YouTubes. YouTube.com/trans_network. There you go. HTTPS. Okay, perfect. Did I do that right? I didn't do it right. What did I do wrong? It should have popped up with a little thing. What did I do wrong there? That looks right. HTTPS. Does it need the www? I don't think I normally do www.youtube.com/@trans_network. Oh, new work, lol. Yeah, Mr. T, thank you. Network. There you go. Okay. Lexi, if you copy that into the YouTube chat, and then I'll respond to it there. So pop those questions into the YouTube chat. I will pop to the toilet, and yeah, I'll catch up with all of you in just a second. So I'll see you real soon. Okay. All right. See you in a sec. Bye Discord. Bye. Bye. Okay. Go to the YouTube chat. See you in a sec. Disconnect and disconnect. There you go. Okay, see you in a sec, everybody. Just to the toilet. Okay, hello, 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 hello. Ooh, I'm in a totally different position. Why is... Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Also, I can lower this down a bit. There you go, you can see my top better now. I need a different camera. Also, the sun's gotten brighter. Everything's changed since we started a lesson. Okay, let's get to your questions and let's get you some music to listen to. Music. Okay, enjoy. All right, so Lexi's question is, how do you teach avoiding breathiness for fem quotient, also known as lightweight, over here? Usually I find people don't tend to go super breathy with my exercise. So again, that's starting at the lower pitch, and intentionally being heavier. Or if I guess I'm teaching this at the start, so it would be somewhere more over here. Wow, this is super weird to use. Hang on, let me... 1, 2... Okay, am I good? Okay, this sounds so weird to use. I don't know if I sound normal right now. Whatever, I've used this voice so little. So then we have a much lighter weight than where we started, where we have a voice a bit more like this. And I'll usually just demonstrate that for them and have them repeat it. So they end up with a voice like this, where it's nice and gentle, compared to where we started, which would have been much heavier like this. God, that all feels so natural for me to use now. I guess I need to practice my masculized voice. If a student is going super breathy and they're struggling with that, then I'll usually have them, and this is for a lot of different things, if something's just happening and it's causing an issue, like we did in this lesson, I'll normally just have them practice breathiness as an intentional separate variable. So first off, have them intentionally go super breathy. So demonstrate for them by going as breathy as you possibly can, and generally instruct them that it's going to use up almost all of their air just to say a single sentence. So they're going to have to be breathing in quite a lot because of how much they're breathing out to be this level of breathy. Once they've got that and they're using breathiness consistently and they're going super maximally breathy, then you have them go back and forth on that. So have them say more stuff as they go super, super breathy, and then continue saying that as they do a hard switch into not breathy at all. And then every sentence or so, they're going to go back and forth from super, super breathy, going using all of their breath like this, back to not breathy at all. So they develop this super strong level of control. Once they've got that super strong level of control, go back to the drill and instruct them to intentionally not go breathy. If they find they're still going breathy, go back and forth in the drill. And that should help them. Also, because breathiness can be confused with that lighter weight, that more open quotient, or fem quotient. Fem quotient's a better term. Because we have that, if they're going breathy, they might just be confusing breathiness for that lighter sound. In that case, you have them intentionally going not breathy, so that they don't have that as something they're hearing, and then B, highlight the sound that they're listening to and try to have them zone in and actively engage with the drill so they can hear the change that it's doing to their voice. Does that make sense, Lexi? Does that answer your question? Or if you want me to expand on anything there, let me know. Also, for those that don't know, Lexi is a friend of the community. I've known Lexi longer than I've known any of you. She's another person who does voice lessons, and she started her journey similar time as I did. So back when I very first started doing workshops and started doing anything to do with helping other people with voice, she was there as well. Yeah. Hells yeah. Yeah, she was part of the same cohort with me in Synchrostics when we did our little teach training thing. Yeah. Okay, my lighting has changed significantly since the start of lessons. Let's do some controlled lighting. Okay, 1 sec. Remove natural light. Equation. Natural light changes. Set this to the max, and we get the fairy lights on. Which I guess I'll have to replace with. Oh, that's really battery. I accidentally left them on overnight one day. I don't know how clearly you can hear me well. Whatever. It's being annoying. Yeah, you can barely see that. I left them on overnight accidentally, and I'm pretty sure they've lost a bunch of battery. So I need to replace those and get them going bright again. Yeah, they originally come from a set of pumpkin lights, and I just removed the pumpkins. But we're back to Halloween. Spooktober. Should get those pumpkins back on. Yeah, how are we all doing? Any other voice questions for anybody? From anybody? I won't be able to stream for super long today because I have a thing. But we can stream for a decent bit. We'll say, I don't know, hard cutoff at like, I don't know, 3:30 at the absolute latest. So another hour, but ideally not that long. I still look super overexposed. What's going on here? My settings are probably off. Discord does this thing where for some reason the camera controls just reset themselves all the time. Yeah, it's like totally... Okay, there we go. That... Okay, that should be looking a lot better. Yes, it does. Wait, does that zoom me in? Or am I just sat in a different position to where I was? Bring that over here. I need to replace this camera because it's not a wide enough lens. You can't see my top. Got a cool Slipknot shirt on. My outfit looks really good today, but you can't see it. Ugh. Also, my hair looks like kind of okay. I've switched hair care routines. Oh my gosh, hair care. I hate it. If you have curly hair, I feel for you because I also have curly hair, and it's so. Oh, it's just so much to figure out. There's so much of it. Is my thingy on? It is on. It doesn't look like it's on. Weird. Oh well, my image is looking really strange. I don't know why. Good, not been around for a while. Tried connecting to a lesson when you was away, but connection was not great. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Yeah, Leah, I know that you guys have been waiting ages for your group lessons, and that's not acceptable, and you shouldn't have had to be waiting as long as you are. I will get those set up. I'm going to try to do that today. Yeah, no excuse. I should have had that done ages ago. I'm sorry. You hate your hair? It doesn't grow long, just gets more curly. Yeah, curly hair is so annoying to like. There's just so much. So I think I've discovered that my hair is low porosity. I think, although I'm not certain, because the hair products I was using were quite expensive. It's a brand called As I Am, and it turns out that a lot of the stuff I was using is really trash if you have low porosity hair. And that was probably why I was having bad results before. And so I've now switched a bunch of products and done my hair care yesterday with new products, and it seems okay, but it's not quite right. I don't know, something's not quite right. I don't know if I don't have enough hold. And I am still using the old gel, which I know I should be switching to a mousse, and it would do much better. And I think that when I do switch to a mousse, it's going to be significantly better. But I haven't been able to do that yet, just because money. Essentially, I don't want to buy more. Like, I've just bought like 60 quid of hair care stuff. It's quite expensive getting all the different products, especially when you're like replacing ones that you already have. And it's like, oh, I have a full tub of this I need to get through before I buy more, because otherwise I'm wasting money, and I don't like doing that. It's just like, ugh. I don't know how people figure out like their hair care if they have curly hair. You seem to have to like try out so many different products, which is expensive to do because they don't come in different sizes. You just have the tub and you've got an entire freaking tub. I don't know, it's a nightmare. I need to get my hair cut as well. I want to have like a totally different style. I just need to get around to booking it. Oh, but I have been buying some more clothes. I'm moving into my winter season. Oh well, no, the season is turning into autumn and then will soon be winter. It's getting cold. And I don't know how to do this sort of metal chick vibe with the fucking band merch, like Slipknot and Metallica shirts and stuff. I don't really know how to do that as winter. Or at least I don't know how to do that as winter while like keeping a feminine shape. Because like a lot of my shape and a lot of what I look like comes from my clothing. Like if you look at this top, like you can't really see my room's too dark. Or at least I have too dark back. Hang on, if I move the chair. It's because I'm against the black chair, that's the issue. So you can kind of see, so you can kind of see like my like side goes in there. It's because of the top. And I feel like a lot of jumpers and stuff don't really do that. A lot of winter clothes don't do that. Especially like band type stuff, like metalheads vibes don't really have that. It's much more like, I mean, metalhead vibes tends to be like crop tops and shit. And then like in your accessories you'll have like chains and shit, or like studs. So yeah, I don't really know how to do that. And like I need that. I can't live without it. So I'm going for a pivot into another style I like, which is a sort of like cottagecore, kind of dark cottagecore kind of thing. So I've just picked up, and it arrives on, I don't know, I didn't say. I've just picked up this. Oh, I love it. Turn my brain on to finding it. I just go into my favorites. It's in my favorites. That's going to be the way quicker way to find it. There it is. Oh my god, you're going to love this so much when you see it. Close a bunch of stuff. Get it all closed, minimized and all that. There we go. Okay, and then get to the screen share. Check this out. Freaking look at this cardigan. I'm all about the cardigans right now. Can I get this to all fit together for all of you? Okay, you can see the cardigan there. I've just ordered this, which I love. So I'll pair this with like my grey shirt, and then just whatever jeans. And then I've also picked up. Hang on, I'm gonna have to do this in like multiple windows. Oh no, I can just. Whoa, I'm not gonna be able to find the dress. It was, hang on. Disturbia. I love this website. Oh my god. I love it. My bank account hates it. Because I am just like deleting my money in here. But look, it's so nice. Oh, and this next. Oh, I've got so many nice things to show you guys. No, don't give me an order. Give me. Can you not go on to the fucking item? What is this nonsense? Hang on a second. Let me just figure out how to use this website. That's so dumb. Can I not go to the things that I bought from the order page? It's going to be for ages to find these again. Balls. Okay. Are you in my favorites? Oh, it's going to be super hard to find. Hang on. Hang on. Can I find this dress? I can. There we go. It wasn't my favorites. Okay. We have this dress, which I'm thinking pair this dress with like a nice cardigan again, and then we have like a nice wintry outfit. I don't know if I don't think this cardigan will actually work. I'll try it, but I might need like a bigger cardigan or a different color. Like there's also one very similar to this in purple, which I think will be really nice. So we might try that. I'm not sure. I'll wait until it gets here and then see how I like it. And then the other thing I picked up is... Ooh, is this going to be... Oh, it is in my favorites. Oh my god, I put everything in my favorites, which is perfect for me finding stuff again. And then I also got this little necklacey chokery thing. So that's what it looks like on. So it's kind of like 3 things in one, which is awesome. Saves me getting a whole bunch of different stuff. I like the style of them all. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So I think this will pair nicely with just like all the different stuff we're talking about there. Like you can imagine that really nicely in this outfit. Go away. In this outfit. And I can also, like, I can pair this with dress, I can pair this with jeans, and like a top underneath. Yeah, I think I've got something worked out there. And I've got like a couple of tops that would already work underneath this. And then I think for building out like the rest of the wardrobe, it's probably just going to be more cardigans like this. Like, oh, I've got so many that I like. For example, going back to my favorites list, I have such a huge favorites list on here. They so often don't have stuff in stock though, and it's really freaking annoying. We've got that one, we've got that one, we've got that one that I really like. I'm going to show you all of these in a sec. Oh my god, I've highlighted so many cardigans. Jesus, I've highlighted a lot of cardigans. Oh my god, there's one of them that's on a crazy huge 75% off sale, and it's sold out, and I'm so mad. Oh, this one that I love. Guys, there's so many, but a bunch of them are sold out. Like this one's sold out, but I really love it, and I can't wait to get it when it's eventually not sold out. But this one I really dig as a sort of cropped kind of thing. We'll do like a, so it's stood out a bit more. There you go. I love this one. I really, really dig this. That's like cute as fuck. I've got a bunch of green mushroomy kind of things. What was I looking at? Is it this one? This one. Oh my god, look at this fucking cardigan. I'm going mad on cardigans. Look at it! Look how fucking sick it is. So this is definitely one I want to pick up. As like another, like, treat it in the same way as this one. So like the same outfits, just swapping this out for this. Because they're similar cardigans. They're just like different designs. But they're similarly like shaped and stuff. And these cardigans are like a bit more, you know, they have that curve. They've got that cinch. So give me the shape I'm looking for. Which is sick. And then, oh, wait, not that one, not that one. Where's the purple one? That one. Oh my god, I want this cardigan so much. Yeah, I want to get this one too. This one just looks so gorgeous. Again, has the shape to it. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going with my winter style. We've got this kind of cottagecore, kind of like dark cottagecore vibes. If I was to like show you the full list, like we have like a bunch of things with mushrooms on them. Like there's just so many things that have mushrooms on them. Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of where I'm going with a winter fit. It's a little bit different. It's like different, but also kind of similar. Like it kind of vibes with. You can kind of see how it vibes with like a metalhead person. It's like a softer version of me, I guess. But yeah. You have a similar relationship with the EMP store? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's where I got these tops from. I was looking through EMP to find like different hoodies or stuff that I might like, but none of them were really none of them were really screaming at me that would like, I don't really know how to make hoodies work yet. Because I feel like for me, I don't do oversized anything. Or at least if I do oversized something, it's paired with something that's like the opposite. So like this is definitely an oversized flannel. And to be fair, I'd prefer a smaller flannel, but just whatever. But like this is, you really can't see it. I need like a brighter room, I guess. But like it does, yeah, I guess if I do that, I can kind of show you. Like yeah, the sides like do go in a lot, like it gives me a lot of shape. I guess if you could see me in a different, if in a better lighting setup, then it gives me a ton of shape. But yeah, so like that, I don't mind pairing something, but then again, it's like this is like, you can still see the top underneath it and see the shape it's giving me and see that this is just over the top. So like even in that situation, I don't mind it. Although even so, I'd prefer to have a flannel that was fitted, that's cinched in, like a women's like medium or small flannel, but like whatever dude. But yeah, I haven't really figured out jackets because I have a couple of jackets, but I don't know, I feel like they take a lot of my shape out of me. Even ones with shape, I lose the shape. I don't know why. I don't know what the deal is with jackets, but I don't know. I feel like I just don't keep any shape. Like hoodies, jackets, like you know, zippy hoodie. You know what I'm on about. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get them. Like baggy is a thing. I just personally don't like baggy, and so like the alternative being fitted just looks weird on me, and I don't really know why. I don't know how to style them properly, I think is the issue. No coats in mind? I already have a coat. I'd like to get a different coat, but like it's not a priority right now. And the issue that I'm having here is £55, and like I'm sure it seems that £55 is an appropriate price, and like fair enough because it's good quality. But £55 is still £55, and then £55 again. Like £45. Go away, top stuff. £45. Fucking, this was like 18 quid. Fucking dress is on discount, so not bad. Fucking £55 again. So I've just spent like 110 quid on a cardigan, a dress, and a necklace. It's not even a complete outfit. I spent like 110 quid. What's my phone just done? It's just on like a huge, massive vibration. It was just an Instagram notification. Why do you need to give me vibrations for that? Whatever. But yeah, I think it's just going to be a matter of building this up across winter. Because this is my first, like I came out in January last year, so I had like the tail end of, or January this year, sorry. I didn't come out this year, obviously. Trans Network's older than that. But I started like full-time being out. So like always wearing femme clothes, always presenting femme, just I'm Zara now from January. So like I only had half a winter, and like there's a big difference in your knowledge base once you end up going full time. So like I was just wearing clothes. I didn't really know what I was doing. I mean, it's only taken me, well, it has taken me until like, I don't know, a few months ago that I started being able to like put clothes together in an outfit that makes sense. Like that's only a recent thing. So this is my first winter, like kind of knowing what I'm doing a bit more with women's clothing. And I want to be not freezing cold all the time because I'm like super sensitive to cold now. And yeah, part of that's going to be cardigans, and we'll see how they do. I really like this open front, but I don't know how much it's going to be able to work. Like I might just be cold. I might just be really cold over here, and I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. I mean, it's just for like indoors. Like obviously I'll wear a coat when I'm outside, but like still, I don't know if that's gonna I don't know if it's gonna cause me issues. We'll have to see. But yeah. Oh wow, timeline isn't too far off of yours. He was technically full-time from November last year, but only in since went to work or supermarket till Jan law. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I was sort of like being like I was doing weekends since about November last year, So actually, we're probably like really close in terms of our timelines. Like I was doing weekends, and like when I can be femme, I was femme. Whereas before it was like more of an occasion that I would be presenting femme. Now it was like trying to be the default as much as possible unless I can't, from like November to December. And then from 2025 onwards, it's like, fuck this. I'm just full timing. I can't. Fuck, I'm not doing this. And so I said, fuck that. And yeah, came out full time. I figured with like, because obviously I was gardening at the time, still doing a little bit of gardening now. Although that is reducing now, thanks to price adjustments. So we should be able to, that's partly why we're going to be able to open up for a whole bunch of new students real soon. Because I just need to like figure out the exact timetable to squeeze people together. But I should be able to free up an entire extra day a week, which is sick. But yeah. What was I saying? I don't know. Warm. I need to be warm. And clothing like this will hopefully keep me warm. Yeah. So that's what I've been up to. When does that order come actually? When can I show this stuff off? I gotta be really careful with this screen. Doesn't end up over there. Because it has my address all over it. Do you have an arrival time? It straight up just doesn't. Like, order confirmed yesterday. There just isn't an arrival time. Is it in my emails? I must have gotten an email when I bought this. Wait, did I not get emailed a receipt? Did I like not click that properly, or did it get sent to junk or some shit? Wait, where's my fucking receipt? The fuck? I didn't get sent a receipt. Did I get sent a receipt last time I bought stuff from here? I have no idea. Huh. Okay, well, no receipt, I guess. Whatever. How strange. Well, I have the order confirmation. I must have like unticked it or some shit. Okay, well I have no idea when these arrive. Oh wait, shipping. Okay, it doesn't give me a date, but it does say 48 hours standard. So it'll either be, so it must be tomorrow that it'll arrive. That's crazy. Unless, because it might be the day after because of like my time of order. It was pretty late in the evening. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday I'll have these. So, assuming Mara is able to make her lesson tomorrow, on Wednesday, I'll get to show this off for y'all. I guess depending on delivery time. Yeah. Hells yeah. What about yourselves? What have you guys all been up to? What have you been doing? Been buying any new clothes, doing any new stuff? What have I been up to? I think that's all I've been up to. Just looking at messing with my hair care stuff and doing all of that. And yeah, getting new clothes. Trying to do my aesthetics. This has kind of been the project all year, but yeah. You went to Japan. Yo, that's fucking sick. Freaking Nicole's just been to Japan as well. In the Discord. How was it? That's crazy. I've never been to Japan. I don't think I've done anything that like big of a holiday. I did go to Cape Verde, which is the furthest I've ever gone, which I think is out of Europe. I don't know. But it was just like more like a holiday resort, so it wasn't quite the same thing. Cape Verde. Where the heck are you? You're in like Africa or something like that. Yeah, country in Africa. So this is, so I did go out of continent one time. Cape Verde. That's where you are. But I feel like Cape Verde doesn't really count because it is just a holiday resort. Yeah, awesome. I want to get back as soon as we can. Hells yeah. What did you get up to? What did you do? Think she was there when you left? Oh, fair enough. Yo, you had your first round of laser to the face last week. Still sore now? Yeah. Yeah, your first laser is like, fuck. Lasers like, okay, lasers a thing. Let me go back to just chatting. Laser is like, at first, it's like painful and it just doesn't stop being painful because you're going up in setting as you're reducing hair. So it's just like, fuck, ow. And it hurts. But as you like get through the bulk of it, it does get a lot easier. Like laser for me now is like, it does, like the individual zaps hurt a lot, but they hurt for like the duration of a zap. As soon as she stopped that individual zap, it's like, it's gone. It's just not a big deal at all. There's like maybe a tiny bit of like a tiny bit of discomfort or a bit like, oh, that's a bit weird for like maybe half an hour later, and then like by the time I'm home, even it's like 15 minutes, I like don't even notice any difference to my face. So like it gets significantly more chill. Monitor, freaking stop doing that. Yeah, I need to look through your I need to look through both you and Aiko's photo things you put in the Discord. I've not been keeping up with the community very well. That's my bad. Although people have been like, I feel like the Discord has been super active recently, which is really freaking cool. I'm so glad that you guys use the Discord and you guys like enjoy having the community. It's really cool. Yeah, I like the fuck out of that. Yeah, I need to make sure that I am actually around more. My IRL stuff that's a lot that I've talked about in past streams is getting dealt with. It's going to be a while before I'm me again, but like we're on the path, and so like things should be okay. It'll just take a while. So that's good. Expect it to still be a long time before I'm back to how I was and before I'm like active again and doing stuff. Like we're talking months, like quite a few, but like, yeah, we're on that path, which is really good. You traveled across Europe on a way there, then over Canada on a way back, so technically traveled the world. That's fucking sick. Do you just mean like the airplane journey, or did you actually stop in those places? Just stayed in Tokyo and spent more money than you planned, lol. Yeah, that's how it goes. Went to Disney too, and Japan let you dress up, so we both went in dresses and as characters from Tangled. That's sick. Which characters did you go to? Did you go as? Just a flight? Fair enough, fair enough. I hear Disneyland Japan is like incredible. I've only been to Disneyland Paris, and apparently like Disneyland Japan is like on another scale. Kind of like Disneyland California? I don't know, the American one. Yeah, I guess Disneyland Paris is maybe like the like less good Disneyland, which is a shame. Because it's the only one I've been to. I've been like 2 or 3 times. But hey, I still enjoy it. Wife was Rapunzel? And you went as mother? I love that so much. That's sick. Enjoyed reactions to staff? No, that's sick. I love that. Dude, Mother Gothel would be so fucking cool to cosplay as. Because you've got that kind of like goth vibe going on, that like soft goth. That's sick. I dig that. Oh, I'm glad you had a good time. How long did it take you to get ready? To like get your cosplays like on and set up? You know what I'm trying to ask. Curly hair, red dress, cape? Yeah. She's got a sick like aesthetic, I guess. I need the toilet again. What is happening to me? I'm going like every half an hour. I have to be fair. This was full at the start of Friday's lesson. I've drank like 1.25 liters at least. Okay, I'll be right back again. See you in a sec. Okay, I return. Ugh, why is my stuff moving around? There we go. You mean it's fine as long as you don't drink so much water, you get water poisoning. Now, you have... Water poisoning is like... It is such a thing to not worry about. Like, the amount you actually have to drink for that to happen is ridiculous. Like, it's hard to do. If you're drinking like a couple of liters an hour, then after a while that'll start to happen. A couple of liters an hour, that's, even for me, that's difficult to do. More realistically, although still completely unrealistic, is drinking so much in a single setting that it causes an issue. So like the only person I've ever heard of this happening to was fucking Tommy Innit, the YouTuber, who did it as a bet and drank 8 liters of water, just downing it. He just downed 8 liters of water, which is unbelievable. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he had space to down 8 liters of water, but he did it. And then had to be like in hospital in like an hour or something. So yeah, like to get water poisoning, you're doing something crazy, because your body can filter about 1 liter an hour. So like you have to be beating that by a significant amount to get to that level. Read about it once. It was someone who was freezing water and then drinking a huge amount. I feel like freezing water would make it harder to consume more, because frozen water expands. Like, I assume they're like eating ice instead of drinking water. That would make it harder to consume more, I would think. There was a mother who did a radio show challenge to drink a ton of water and died. It dilates out your electrolytes and ions. Yeah, I mean, if you're doing something crazy like that, then yeah. But I imagine, again, she must have drunk, to have died, she must have drunk an ungodly amount of water. That's also surprising that, like, because treatment's really easy. You just get put on a drip of electrolytes to, like, counter that balance, and then your body removes that water as it naturally would. Yeah, it must have been an ungodly amount of water. Heard it was a good way to lose weight as your body heats the water in your body up. But she was insane with it. It's more a fact it's super cold. Yeah, but being super cold, unless it like numbs your stomach lining so it allows you to like consume more without the discomfort of consuming more, I guess. But like this should give you an idea of like, you're never going to do it in normal behavior. You're going to have to do something extreme to get water poisoning. And even like if you're drinking a shit ton, like it's only a matter of, like Raya was saying, diluting the electrolytes. If you're also consuming extra electrolytes to the same degree, then it won't happen. Something to do with body burning calories heat up. I can get it, and maybe there's some truth to that. I have no idea. But like that wouldn't account for like, it's, my question isn't why she was consuming so much ice. I get what she was trying to do. It's dumb, but I get it. My question is how she was able to consume that volume of just anything, you know? So ice being the thing. Because like the main thing that I don't understand with water poisoning is just how are you drinking that much? Like, how do you have that much space in your stomach? Like, I don't get it. I can down about a pint of water, and then like I can consume more than that, but it's like uncomfortable to do so. That's a pint, you know? Not eating, purging, also exacerbates the effects of drinking a shit ton of water. Not eating / purging. Yes, I suppose, yeah, it would. Yeah, not eating would as well, because you're reducing your electrolytes. And I guess purging probably for similar. Although I imagine purging, you're probably reducing a lot of your water as well. But maybe you reduce more electrolytes when you do water. You have same disbelief when watching Man vs. Food. That's true. That's true. Although I feel like even there, that has to be in terms of like, because we're not talking weight, we're talking volume. I feel like volume of food in those must be less than like 8 liters of water. Like, is there 8 liters of food there? I don't know. I have no idea. Or 8 cubic meters? No. Is that right? Yeah, it would. Yeah, it'd be 8 cubic meters is 8 liters. No, that can't be right. 1 cubic liter isn't a meter squared. A meter cubed. I don't know. Brain. It's not a meter cubed. A meter by a meter by a meter. No. It must. I don't know what the conversion is there. Vomiting causes depletion of chloride selectively. That's an issue for sure. Oh, okay, fair enough. A liter is not a meter cubed. No, it's not. It can't be. It must be like a centimeter cubed. That can't be right either. I thought liters were meant to like. It's all metric. It's all meant to convert to each other nicely. Like a kilogram is a cubic liter is blah 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 blah. It's 1,000 cubic centimeters. Wait, that's more than a cubic meter. Because a cubic meter is 100 cubic centimeters. Ugh, maths. I don't know how any of this works. The milliliter is what? Oh, converts. Okay, 1 centimeter is 1 cubed. 1 centimeter cubed is 1 milliliter. Okay, I understand. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. It still seems way too big, but maybe I'm just. I don't know. That implies that 1 liter would be 1,000. Yeah, like you were saying. Okay. It can't be true that 10 cubic meters is a liter of water. That can't be true. Because this is a 2-liter bottle. It's not fucking like this is maybe a cubic meter. You know? Ain't no way. No, this isn't a cubic meter. What am I talking about? That would be a meter in every direction. Or like 3 dimensions. Like this isn't a meter. This isn't even a meter squared. Never mind a meter cubed. A cubed meter is because it's hundreds. Oh, okay. A cubed meter is because it's 100 centimeter by 100 centimeter by 100 centimeter. Okay. It's not a meter by a. Oh no, yeah, it's not a meter by a meter by a meter. Okay, that clears up everything. Okay. A liter is 1 cubic decimeter. It's whether you multiply it before or after it's cubed. Okay, I understand now. You cube 1 centimeter, it's 1,000 of those. Okay, yeah. No, I understand now. I see where I was being dumb. Okay, that makes sense. So 1 cubic meter isn't a meter cubed. It's a cubic meter. I understand. 1 liter of water is also 1 kilogram of water? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm on about, where like they all convert nicely based off water, I guess. Like that's what the metric system is. Okay, I understand. Thank you, Raya. Thank you for fixing my maths. Lol. How did we even get to this? Oh yeah, water fucking poisoning. Yeah, you don't. You have to do something crazy to end up with water poisoning. I feel like you're never gonna accidentally do it, or like you. It's never gonna happen without you doing something ridiculous. So, and I don't understand how people consume that amount, that quantity. The conversion for cubic centimeter versus cubic meters is different than for normal centimeter versus meter. We don't have to go there. Yeah, fair enough. It's all maths. I don't know maths. Has to be pretty intentional. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you have to be, you might not be intending to get water poisoning, obviously, but you have to be intending to do something odd, you know? Like really odd. Like drinking an ungodly amount of water, or yeah, you know you're doing something that's, yeah, you will know you're in that risk if you're in that risk, I guess. Yeah, you're never going to accidentally, like, just be, oh, I drank too much water, I'm going to get water poisoning. It'd be nuts. Like, I think at my most, I was drinking, like 6 liters a day. And, like, I was fine. I was peeing a lot, but I was fine. I was peeing a lot. But, you know. I think it can happen if you do something like somehow get into a habit of drinking a little bit more water every day compared to the day before. I guess you'd have to do something like that, where you are able to like ignore the signals from your stomach to like stop consuming whatever the fuck you're consuming. I'm full. It'd be the same for people that like eat until their stomachs explode or something like that. Like something has to happen where you're no longer receiving the signals of like, ow, I'm in pain, stop. Something has to happen there. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. Like, but still, like, how the hell? How did Tommy Innit down 8 liters of water? How does he have that? How? I don't understand. His body must have been screaming at him. I don't even know how you do that without throwing up. I don't get it. Maybe he has like some dodgy fucking pain response. Wow, we're already at freaking 3:15. We're gonna have to wrap up soon. I'm sorry we always have like really tiny streams. I feel like it's just kind of a way the calendar's laid out at the moment. Kind of. Do we have any where we can actually binge Schling for a while? Next, okay, yeah. I think it's because Mara's had to cancel quite a few lessons, and it would normally be there's like an alternating. So like potentially this Wednesday we can have a bit of a bigger stream. Yeah. We'll see. Maybe I need to do some intentional, like, we're going to stream for a little bit kind of thing. So I don't get to hang out with you guys anymore. We used to be able to, like, hang out for hours. Now we don't. Streams just delete themselves in terms of time. And I feel like I just ramble about nothing, but you guys must be entertained. You're still here. There are, like, 5 of you in chat. So... all this talk of drinking water has made you need a loo. Yeah, it do be like that. You think it can happen if you do something? Oh, yeah. I read that. Yeah. How do I wrap streams up? We're going to have to wrap up. Because like my hard out of like this is hard out is in like 12 minutes. So we need to. That was ideally to finish before that. It's like a very important thing in half an hour. Alrighty. What have we got coming up? Yeah, I'm gonna try. Well, I'm not gonna make any promises, but I'm gonna try to be a bit more active and productive. I need to get the group lessons booked. I need to at least get that like set up. Probably booked because there's going to be a difficulty like it just because there's a group of people, so we need to find a time that suits everybody. So I need to make sure I'm as available as possible in preparation, so that like it is able to fit in. So yeah, I'll get that set up. Yeah, group lessons. That was freaking. 100% I have been trash, and that was like to really an unacceptable degree. Because we did that art competition ages ago. Like when was the art competition? That was months ago, which is really not okay. Where's my freaking community art channel? Is that all? There it is. So that's how I'll be able to tell. It might even be written in here, like somewhere near the top. No, it doesn't have a date, but it was. I think somebody did submit on Videvo, so I'll be able to use that as a rough. I think it was the 22nd of... Jesus, 3 months ago? Well, I guess 2.5. Was it August? January, February, March, April, May, June, July. July! Oh my god, fucking July. 22nd, which was a Tuesday, which I think is what I intended it to be on. So yeah, I think that makes sense. Must have been 22nd of July, which is way too long for you guys to have been waiting for your prize, which is the group lessons. So yeah, I'll get that set up. So you guys can have your free 6 group lessons that you're meant to get. And then yeah, once I got the like the first one of those booked in, hopefully on a time that we can just do as a recurring thing, then we'll do. Excuse me. Yeah, from there I'll open up for new students. Because I had a few graduates recently, which is really freaking cool. So yeah, we'll be able to get new people in. And we'll have more space opening up with gardening being able to take more of a step back, which is sick. So yeah. Alrighty then, everybody. Well, as Leah said, like and subscribe. Don't miss the next one. Yeah, next one is probably going to be Wednesday. I mean, hell yeah, actually like and subscribe. That does genuinely help. Yeah. Yeah, next lesson is going to be, or next stream is going to be 1 o'clock British time on Wednesday, which is whatever it is on your time. Just check a BST to whatever your time zone is converter. And yeah, check that out. Yeah, lesson with Mara, and then afterwards I'll be able to probably stream for a couple of hours. I've got another, so we'd be finishing at 2, so I'll have another lesson in 3 hours time. But we can do like a couple of hours of streaming. I guess depending on whether we're delayed in starting, it might be just like today. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Okie dokie. Alrighty. We'll have a wonderful rest of your days, everybody. Do the like and subscribe thing. Hells yeah. And leave a comment with something. I don't know. You can comment on the video of this live stream with some topical words, because that'll be good for the algorithm. But yeah, I guess if you, I don't know, here's a legit thing. If you have like things that, like just topics we can talk about, things you want me to talk about on stream, but don't have to be voice related. You can just be anything. You can have questions about me and my life, or you can just have random things you want to talk about, you know, freaking books or whatever. And leave a little comment, and we'll do those. And that could be like a little fun thing that we do. That's a really good use of a comment section. Yeah, if you have things to talk about, just whatever, stick them in a comment. And I'll actually like go through it on stream. It'll be really cool. Audience participation. Yeah, and then yeah, I'll see you all on Wednesday. Have a lovely couple of days, everybody. And yeah, all right. Appreciate your faces. Have a good one, and I love you all. All right, bye bye.